Hi, my name is Anaya, and I want to talk to you about the importance, I think, of just feeling that you are a lovable, likable person. And that takes time, it takes patience, energy, and effort. But if you do it, I think you would really please the Lord. The Lord wants us to like ourselves and to love ourselves. Because I've noticed that when I make liking myself a priority and I pray about it and I study on it, I notice that I get along with a lot of people really well. I notice that my phone rings more. I notice that I start to really like myself more. And I notice that my relationships with others soar because I begin to think that they're just as lovable as I am. But I believe it's most important for us to function as being servants and being of service to God. If I'm going to be of service to God, I've got to like myself. I can ask God for healthy, holy self-esteem, God esteem. Because see, I believe that self-love is rooted and grounded in John 3:16. That God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. That's why I'm lovable. I'm lovable because I exist for God's glory. I'm lovable because of what the Godhead, what God did through Jesus. That's why I'm lovable. And I cannot build something as important as self-worth. I cannot build something as important as my self-worth on the sand. I have to build it on the rock. God so loved the world. God so what? Loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. It takes humility to get self-esteem from that. But that's what true, godly, authentic self-esteem, I believe, comes from. No, you do not have the right to talk crazy to me, right? Because I am precious. I am beautifully and marvelously made. No, I have a right to my own thoughts, my own feelings, and my own behavior because God created me. It is my job to know what's going on inside of me. It's my job to know. No, I can love myself. I can see the things about me that I find admirable. It's okay for me to tally up my assets as I tally up my liabilities. I got to think right about me so that I can be of service of God. And guess what? The more I think right about me, the more I think right about you, the more that people will really see what Christianity really is. And what did the Lord say? He says, they will know that you are Christians by your love. Do you know that just choosing to walk around and feel that I am a lovable, likable person almost immediately removed low-grade depression from my life? You don't have to feel like you're a lovable person, but you're going to pay the price. Because see, feeling like you're a lovable person is God's will. How do I know that? Because the greatest commandment, the second greatest commandment, is for me to love my neighbor as I love myself. Now, some of you might have been shamed for loving yourself. That was nothing but the devil. Just because you feel shame about the aspect of loving yourself doesn't mean that that's not the Word of God. That's why the Word of God has to be your final authority, even above your feelings. So loving ourselves is just as important as it is to love other people. God bless you.